Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy Obey who say What's Up Records Layer Production. Back at you with another one, and another one, and another one. You already know, man. Mo. You know what's coming, you feel me? Look, it's for real, man. I'm ready to drop you with another one, man. This one probably my most important to date. So, you definitely want to stay tuned in, man, for real. So, man, what we going to get into today? I'm ready to give you the biggest secret, man. The secret that no real engineer gonna tell you. Cause that's why they get their money, man. And this what you wanna do, right? You hear them talk all the time about balancing and leveling. You know what I'm saying? You hear that the first thing they tell you, get your mix right, get your mix down, mix it. You hear mixing all day. Then you get a lot of distortion thrown in with plugins and EQs and compressors and limiters and reverb, delay, all these other things come into play during the process. But first of all, you got to think about music as if it's being played even as we making it in the digital world. Like this mainly for my digital people, not my live players, but I'm speaking as a live mind to a digital world. So people in this digital world is making these beats like trap beats, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Hip hop beats like I make, right? And you into that. But if you're not into that, you still can follow this because this tip I'm going to give you is just for any genre of music. You know what I mean? Doing this part is the main part of this mixing period. Like, this is what you want to do. And I'm ready to show you basically what you're doing. When they talking leveling, they talking panning, and they talking balancing. That's the first thing you want to do before you want to add any real elements to your mix, before you want to really go do anything. Like, if you chose a sound and you like that sound, you supposed to be able to make that sound work with what you're trying to do. And not take the sound and alter the sound to fit in. Don't take the sound to alter the sound to fit in. Because like I say, we great speak from a live mind in a digital world. If you was taking all these instruments and put them in a live space, you will have to put every instrument in their own space. They will have to be in their own place, sitting in the room. So even when we mic this up and play it, if you was in here live watching it, you know what I mean, you will have to pick your position where you're watching it from too. So what we mainly do is we pick it as if you was in the vocal point of the room listening. So even if you was in the focal point, you in the center, in the front watching, right? Every instrument is still in their place. So you got to do this same thing in this DAW. You got to do that, and you got to level everything that way. And that's what we great do. And in order for you to understand that, you got to understand what been gave with plugins that made it easier, that you hear people love, that's real great mixes that I love, is the mid and side control. That's the plus that's been introduced to the plugins that you can get with all the plugins, and only certain hardwares came with it. So like when it come down to the finish, the mix and mastering, 9 times out of 10 they going into something the mid and side. So this is what we great do. I'm gonna show you how it works. Down here at the bottom, I have my fader. That is my master fader. We gonna rename this. Alright, so we got my master fader right here. And you can see I got all the plugins turned off right now for what I done. But these two first plugins is the main one. Alright, what I'm doing with these plugins is monitoring. Oh, hold on. How did this get named that? I don't know what just happened. I don't know how this got named that. I don't know how that happened, but the name got changed. So this is my sides check, right? You can see what I did, my master sides check. So this for me to check. I meant my mids to check my mids across the grid. I'm gonna check my mids. This the secret. So what you're doing is you picking the instruments you knowing as mono, and even the instruments that's stereo. You're making sure they on the sides. You're not in your mids. So when you put your vocals, gonna be in this range from here to here. Basically, this gonna be your vocals from here to here. So you wanna make sure that the only thing coming through here in the mono is your bass, the last of your bass going down. You should have a giant effect of an X cross coming around right here till your vocals get in on the beat. It should be leaning down. The frequency should be going down this way, and the frequency should be going that way, because the snare don't come in until around here. And if you got some a keyboard or something, I mean real piano, then or something like that, it'll be in this frequency, and then the highs would be like in this frequency, and it'll probably come around right here in the most, and then you'll probably have to work this part into the sides. From here, from 1K up, you'll work that into the sides of your piano. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So I got the mids on, and we gonna press play. I mean, I ain't got it on. Hold on. All right, so it's only the mids. You see how that dip happening in the mids right here, and then you see down in the sides that the dip not there. That's where the most energy at. So that's what you want to do. You want to create this space right here, so your vocals gonna go in and fit in perfect. But the way you do it is balancing all your instruments. So you want to balance all your instruments first. That's what when you hear them saying balancing and leveling. So what you're doing is you picking where things really will be. So you'll see, even though this a bass, you see I'm still panning it because he will be over there playing. He on that side. And it's another, this my left and my right bass, my main bass. So it got the left and the right. It's coming out stereo. And then I got it parallel right here where I got my compressor on it. And you will notice I don't got no EQing going on none of my tracks. All I got is high pass, low pass. That's it. And then I just got a compressor right here. And we gonna get into that, man. I'm gonna do some reviews on that, on this compressor, on two compressors from SK Note, the Shadows Hill Know y'all should be familiar with that one. We're gonna do reviews on this, man, and also the trim plugin. We're gonna do reviews on all these plugins right here. But right now, we're gonna finish this what we're talking about. So, like I say, so I got my backing kick. So I got 4 kicks basically, 4 kick tracks. I got my backing kick. This a quicker kick. It's the quicker kick right here. And then what I did with my kick and my snare, I'll show you what I did with my kick and my snare is I dragged each note a little bit ahead at a time, so it's not on sync with exactly with the bars a little ahead of time. So that's the little things you want to do in automating your beat to make it get more feel to it, more vibe and stuff like that. So uh, same thing you'll see like so I got my snares pan left and right, but you'll see on my right one I got 10 dB right took back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at 100 pan back right there, so it's at 90, now 100. And this one at 1K, so it's at 1,000. So you can see same thing. And then on my hats, you see my hi-hats, got this pan to the right 5, I meant left. Then I got my crash pan to the right 10. And then even on my SIF on the sub, the main sub, you see I even push this to the right 15. So these are things you want to do, like I'm saying, you want to create that space. You want to create the room that you're in. And then that's what like the reverbs and the delays are really for. You should be able to create the room that you're thinking about. And this how you're going to be able to do it. So when I'm doing my tracks, like when I start off, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you what I done with my EQ while my EQ is on here. So you'll see this how you do it where you push things off, where I'm saying how I push things off to the side. So you'll see with the EQ what I do. I took out 12 dB on the mids. So I took out 12 dB on the mids for this got a left and a right. So the left and the right, I took out 12 dB on the mids. All my keys and SIF tracks. This is what I did with them. 12 dB took out. 12 dB took out. It's another one I need this high pan flute, so it's already pan, so I had to pan it like this just to get it to go even. So you see I don't even got no EQs right there. It's going into this track. I got the EQ right here. Then you'll see same thing, but I'm only doing 6 dB. I only had to take out 6 dB of that track. So I got 6 dB took out of that. But you'll notice, when like I say, if I press play, I only really hear the keys, the bass. You can hear the flute right there, right around 1K, but it's real muffled. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to subtly hear the other things. Then you'll go to the sides. Now you see how you don't hear the same. The only thing you still hear going is my main sound. That's my main sound, so that's why it's only took out 6 dB. Because it's going throughout the whole track. Get nothing down here, got no energy down here with my bass and my kick. no energy. This is what you want to do. This is how you want to start your mixes. So this is the balancing part, the leveling part. This is what you want to do. This is the first part you're doing before I even go EQ anything and say I want anything to sound better or enhance anything. Remember, the first part I'm telling you, this is the key point. You pick them sounds. It's like saying if the person already can play the instrument, right, and you have them come play, you already need to record him at what he doing. You don't need to alter it at that point. That's when you have somebody saying they need to mix it down and balance everything and make everything work. That's when the engineer come in. That's what it's about. You gotta make the sounds work first. Pick the right sounds too. You gotta pick the right sounds. That's the main part. Pick the right sounds is the main part. Pick the right sounds, right instruments playing together, and then you go on your journey. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just show you basically how the mix turn out when you do this. We're going to turn it off. This only 9 bars, but this is to show you that my mix balanced already. So when I go add more edits, like so I got a lot of these clips. You can see like these, I got variations of them, so I'm already ready to go stretch it out for real. Got 9 variations, so I'm already ready to go stretch my beat out, but I'm just getting everything straight, balanced at these 9 bars. So I'm balanced at these 9 bars right here. And that's what you want to do. You want to practice this with early in your mix, early in making your beat, whatever you're doing, get your balance right, balance everything right, where you know where you're going with the song. So it's like if you had a band and you got them rehearsing. This is the rehearsal part. And you ain't got no band. You're doing it in your DAW. So it's like you trying to get everything tuned up while the band playing. That's what this is. You made your first couple bars of your beat. You start making your first couple bars of your beat. I ain't great to teach you how to just make beats. You know what I mean? I ain't great to do that. I'm going to show you how to make your beats be right off the break and everything be right. Beats, songs, all that. Like, so we going to start it where we at right here from the scratch with the beat. And then we going to do everything because I'm going to put some vocals on here. We going to do everything with it. So, but now we going to listen to it with nothing on it. And like you can see, only thing I got on my parallel track, so I got parallel, I got clippers on my tracks because I'm mixing loud. See, people say they want it loud. You don't get it master loud. You mix loud. You mix to loud. I got limiters on all my percussive tracks because they got big transients. It's gonna go far. It's gonna. I want that though. I want the sound it's gonna give. So I need to just clip it. I ain't ready to keep turning faders down, and I like how it sound when it's turned up. That's stupid. You like how it sound when it's turned up. Use it, clip it. So that's what I do. So I got the clipper right here for my snare, and so I got the clippers. But only thing I got compressors on is my parallel track, and then you'll see my parallel track. They turn down till they going through here. Aren't getting turned up, but it ain't coming through louder than my other snares. But it's giving it weight. That's all I'm doing. I ain't got no EQ on. I ain't EQing nothing. I ain't done no EQ to nothing yet. So my EQ on is only gonna be enhancing what I want. I'm only gonna enhance what I want. But guess what? I'm gonna be able to go straight tackle any problem head on instead of when you letting everything come through your mids and your sides. You letting everything come through your mids and your sides at the same time. When you're doing that, when you come pull the EQ out at the mastering stage, you wonder why you feel like you gotta keep EQing everything and you putting EQs, you putting bands everywhere. You know what I mean? Because you can't really get to the problem because it's problems stacked on top of problems. Because if you try to take out right here, you're losing something that you want out of the mix. But that's why they go on the mid side. But if they go on the mid side, and that's when they tell you, man, ain't nothing I can do with this mix, because it ain't nothing they can do with it. If they go on the mid and side, and the same thing in the mids that's in the sides, it's gonna be hard to clean this up. It's gonna be hard to fix. So they're gonna tell you, man, that's just a trash mix. There's nothing they really can do. If you can't go back to the mixing board, there ain't nothing they can do. So you want to make sure your mids and sides are clean. So if you still having problems with your mix, anybody gonna be able to step in and fix your mix. So here we go. My drums and stuff, man. Everything going. Oh, I still got both of the EQs. All right. So you want to worry about your sides first. Get your sides done first. You're gonna be able to put your mids back. You gonna man, you know what I mean? I'm not saying put it back because you ain't ready to take away nothing, because you got your bass and your kick. Hopefully in your track you got a bass and hopefully you got a kick. You got your bass and your kick, and then the weight of whatever type of sift you're gonna use or whatever that's left over from after it's put to the sides coming down the center is gonna be enough to keep uh, your correlation at zero, and then it's gonna give you a lot of energy. You're gonna have a lot of energy going around, and that's what you want. You want a lot of dynamics, and then that's gonna make your track be able to get louder at the end of your mixing stage, and the end at your mastering stage. So you're gonna mix up loud. You're gonna mix up loud too. That's what I'm doing. I'm mixing up loud. So I ain't paying attention to faders. I'm paying attention with my ears. I'm going old school. I'm going ever since I got the strip, right? I've been now I'm doing this edit without the strip, but I'm going old school, man. I'm letting my ears just do it. I ain't paying attention. I like using this EQ though, like cause I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm high passing and low passing, so I can see the frequency where it's coming in at. So that make me move faster with that. But ain't nothing better than your ears. But I use this because I can see the frequency, and that make it move faster for me to high pass and low pass. But I'm mainly going straight with the ears. So, oh yeah, this is my mono to stereo field. I know I showed it, but this is my mono to stereo field that I got. So I can put some snare on the sides. So I'm putting some snare on the sides that's coming off my parallel right here. So I'm putting some snare on the sides with that. And I'm putting some hi-hats on the side because they mono. So I'm using this to put it on the side. So what we going to do now, we going to go and I'm going to show you the little bit of, so I added a little reverb and a little bit of delay just to know what room I want to put the track, to see where I want to put the track in. So when I go do my auxes and run it, so I know where I'm taking it at from there, like where I want to go. So I got a reverb right here on the master fader. I got a trim plug-in. These EQs really don't count. They're my checking plug-in. So I got this delay, and this the reverb. So I got the reverb right here. You can see I only got 7% coming in into the mix, and I got only 26 dB of wet coming in from the delay. So we great cut them on. This with the reverb. 7% go a long way. You see how far the 7% go? Look. Listen. And we cut the delay on. There's instantly added weight. Instantly added weight. You know what I mean? So let me let y'all see this too while this is going. Look at all the action you got. That's what you want. You filling the whole spectrum up with energy. Look, every action you see happening in the beat, because you separated everything in its own space and it's in mid and sides, you will see it happen. Every action in the beat will have its own space. That's what you want. Every note. You don't want your beat to just be a block moving. Just a block of this high volume moving down. You want it to be vibrant. Shaped like a shoe and vibrant. You want it to be every instrument that's moving have its own space. And I showed you this is only how you do it. This is the easiest way to do it. It's not only how you do it, but this is the easiest way to do it in this dull world that we got now, because it's so easy, because you could look at it and see what you're doing. You could check everything. Man, the plug-in world is definitely ain't going nowhere. The analog world ain't going nowhere, because you got to think about it like you like to drive a car. He like to drive a car. Everybody got a car, right? But when you get money, what you gonna have? You gonna have that Bentley or you gonna have that Ferrari. So you still gonna buy analog equipment, man. That's never gonna go nowhere. But one thing about it, man, you ain't gonna miss nothing no more. You gonna be able to do the same thing a person doing with analog gear in the digital world. It's over. That's a wrap. But the luxury of this being a person will make you say, when you get enough money, that you gonna want your own Fairchild, or you know what I mean, L2A or Shadow Hill compressor, whatever, you know what I mean, you gonna want these things. So that's what it is, man. We ready to go to the next plugin is with the Trim plugin, which we gonna do a review on this. But basically what you got, this right here, turn up just the mid section right now. So I'm just turning this up right now because it really ain't no vocals, but this will be my control of how much space I have with the vocals, how much I want to turn them. I put one of these on the beat and on the vocals. So if the vocals too much, turn down some and turn up with this, it turn up good. And then you can turn it up 10 dB. So yeah, but it got basically we can go ahead and finish this review with this right here, because you're gonna see what it do. It got you can center the track right here. It got polarity change right here. The whole left and right here. You got left or right here. Then you got 0 or negative 18 dB. The which is the analog 0, and then you got oh man, this junk cool, right? You got this down here, basically a pitch shifter. Down here, these two knobs, you gotta cut this on right here and cut that on the pitch shifter. And I don't know what this is. I have to look, see what the manual about what this is. I hit the switch on it, but I think because it's down here, it gotta work to this. Cause I ain't noticed it do nothing to what you doing up here. So it gotta do it down here. So you got right here high pass and low pass filter, and then you got a mid and side control. And then it's so great because you can just throw an automation on here, man, and just make your mids and sides do what you want to do. So say you know what I mean, you might, as long as a lot of times, as long as the bass playing, you can have as long as the bass and snare playing, you got it enough of the snare coming up the mids, right? You can give it all your sides until it's at this quiet time with just the instruments, and then you pull it back. So you can automate that in with this and pan left and right and then turn the mids. Oh man, this plugin is vicious, man. You throw your automating in, and then you can do the high pass and low pass, and then it's just, man, you can't explain. This plugin a beast, man. This, you think these little knobs, but then we ready to cut this on. It's on that. Alright, so you can see right here the mids. Yeah, just put that back. And the way I like to check this is this way. All the way to the side. Let it go for a minute and drown you out. And you know it's completely wrong. That's how you train your ears. And then you bring it back. See, you saw that wasn't working. I ain't need to see that. I can hear where it needs to be. Your ears is right, I'm telling you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I look away from the screen, and now I like using my see, I'm using the mouse right now because I'm working with y'all too, right? But I'm gonna show you. So watch the trim. Yeah, I'm normally using my controller to do everything. My nano controller, I got it set up. I do everything with this. So, and then what I do when I'm using the controller, man, get a controller, man, and all your plugins. So any plugin I select, my nano controller instantly turns to it. So the knobs work for it. All the knobs, I can turn everything, move everything. So, man, you definitely want to get you one. A controller, I don't care, right? Whatever one you want to get, but get you a controller, because what it do is it's gonna let you, baby, that part of the analog world, I'm telling you, is untouchable. You can't fake it, because what happened is when you're looking at the screen, things you're looking at can excite your mind and trick you. When I'm playing with the knobs, I find myself most of the time turning my head away from the screen. I'm not even looking. And when I'm working with compressors and EQs to find bad frequencies and stuff, and I'm just turning away on the controller, and I'm looking away. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm listening, and my ears is doing it. Like I say, my ears ain't never lying to me because I'm not looking at the screen. So get your controller, man. Oh, that's the trim. Alright, so then you'll see I got a limiter right here. Probably like, why the fuck he got a limiter right there? And I'm going out into another limiter right here, right? But nah, I know what I'm doing, right? I want to limit my signal right there, just in case for any peaks, for any time I want to go turn anything else up, back in my edit, or past my main limiter. So I ain't gonna have to worry about clipping at that point, because I still want this signal to stay. So I'm teaching you another trick. If you ain't stay around till now, because I know it was 35 minutes, but you ain't stay around till now, you gonna miss out on the good part, right? This the secret trick too, right? You put the clipper right here, so I won't never have to adjust my compressor. My compressor won't never have to be adjusted. Probably like, how? What are you talking about? Yep, because it's working at 0 dB. It's working at the dB that's already set at with this clipping it. So that's the key. I don't never gotta change this, my master compressor. So this really is the master compressor. It ain't touching nothing till at 0 dB. That's what I got it doing right now. I got this not touching it till at 0 dB, because that's coming out at 0 dB, right? So then what I did was make it not be 0 dB, right? 'Cause that'd be stupid. I'm coming out of 0 dB. I'm great at anything. What type of fool is he, right? Nah, then I take this and I take out 3 dB. So I got 3 dB to play with and another 6 dB to slash, in my math, 6 to 8 dB to smash into the limiter. So you're talking good 11, 12 dB to play with right there. So that's what I'm doing. So I got that, cut my limiter on. So that's what I'm doing, clipping. So this to make sure I know exactly what's coming in, like I say, so I won't never have to adjust this compressor. I won't have to adjust it. It's gonna stay set. This how you do it in the studio, man. Once I set this for the band, I shouldn't have to go move. So we gonna do a real live one on this, man, because I got something for y'all. Got 69 presets, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and give away. And I'm also gonna give away one of these, 3 of these. I'm gonna give away 3 of these, man. I'm gonna give you a Lead Production member, 3 Lead Production members, man, a chance to get 3 licenses for this, man, from SK Note, man. Or you ain't gotta get this. I'm gonna give you $40 credit for SK Note, and you can get this if you want this $40. I think they got a couple $20 plugins if that's what you want to do, but I mean, I advise you to get this. I mean, or you want to leave some money on the table, that's on you, but, or, I mean, I don't know. This one $40, but the other compressor $30. And I can't say that this one better. I mean, man, this joint a beast, man. We're going to get into both of these, man. We're going to do definitely a straight tutorial on them, man, because you got to get in depth with these. So we're going to play this with the limiter on, not this on yet, but the limiter on. You see me not even clipping. But like I say, this falls throughout my whole mix time. I'm not gonna have to worry about it. I'm already set. I'm covered. So now you ready to see the beast mode go in effect real quick, man. So be prepared. It's ready to turn up. Turn up a little bit. Turn up, man. Turn up. 3 dB, right? None of that. I could have just did it. I like to do it with the compressor anyway. I'm gonna give you a little taste of this compressor though. drum snapping. Man, turning it up to sound better and better. Like, it make you don't believe in what the plugin is talking about. Like, this limiter, it'll tell you don't go to here and don't go to there, man. But it sound like it'll work to me. I mean, hold on, let me look at how much bounce it still has. It's not even smashing. Like, I be doing mixes, man, and sometimes, like, I be always having to back off because it's not bouncing. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not even bouncing enough right here. But that's what happens when you go do your mids and your sides right. See, because it's wrong. I bet you if I even go out, it ain't even going to clip. I mean, it ain't going to make no, so prepare yourself. It's gonna be loud, but it ain't going to make no pop sound. You got analog in the DOS, sir. Analog in the DOS, sir. Yes, sir. Analog in the DOS, sir. They said you can't, sir. I'm doing it, sir. Look, even we go all the way up to 60B. Look, you even get the hits like the when you in the analog anyway, right? But yeah, man, I'll just show you. Let's see if we go all the way up, man. 6 dB, man. I'm gonna turn it down for y'all a little bit so it don't hurt y'all ears, man. So the sound ain't coming out as loud. But y'all, I'm bring it down a little bit, man. 78%. So I'm gonna turn this all the way up, man. We gonna see if we get some pop. Get a little tight at the top, like you can tell it get narrow. You know what I mean? That's the limit. That's really the limit of this DAW. Like you can tell that's the peak. I mean, you can hear it. It's crashing at it. It's cracking at it. But man, you playing. Man, I might just go ahead and start putting everything back on CD just because leave the MP3 alone, man. If you really want my music, man, you gonna have to get the CD, cause that's what's up, man. I'm gonna burn something out and see, man, if I get pops when I listen to it. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it too, but man, this crazy. I mean, I've numerous times I'm listening and it's popping when it's clipping. It's popping, pop, pop. You know what I mean? When I'm watching it clip. So that's why I put these limiters all over the place. But I'm telling you, these SK Note plugins, man, they give you some analog world, man. I don't know what they do under the hood, man. They algorithms right. So, man, we gonna step up out of here, man. This was a long video, but it was most important. I told you, man. This is my most important video to date, man. You gonna get your mixes right. Everything right here. Check it out, man. Peace.